After the crash, we came back to Fallowfield. We want to load the boxes and store it at Gaslight as soon as possible, because we do not know when the next patch is coming, and that will remove all the boxes we have here. And as you can see, we got some items here. The maximum load the elevator can bring up to the surface is 12 8SU boxes. So when we batch buy item of 180, that will be 22 times 8 SUs, 176 SUs in total. So we split the boxes to 12 and 10, so that we can raise the boxes up to the surface. With the Taurus, we load the boxes. We do the rear wall first. That means we put the boxes on the rear end, make sure it's on the grid properly, so that we can create some sort of a wall. Yeah, that means when we have, depending on the box configuration, we can smash the boxes to the rear end. When we do it with the hand tractor like here, it's not really a smashing, but when we utilize the ship's built-in tractor beam, then it would be a smashing. And so we want to have a rear end as wall that we can smack the boxes to it. And this is troubleshooting par excellence. This is what we love about Star Citizen. Like Murphy's Law, everything that can happen will happen, and so we parked our ship as close as possible for less tractor beaming distance, and now we have these boxes locked in between the elevator pad and the ship. So it would be easier, definitely, to move the ship, because there will be a break-even of time effort to try bringing the box away without moving, rather than hop into the pilot seat and move the ship and come out of the ship to tractor beam the boxes. But you can see there is still some tiny movement onto the boxes, and we try to counter move the boxes, and sometimes you just need to try and error. So we assume that as soon as, yes, as you can see, that lifts up the ship a little bit so we can get the boxes. Next load. So this is probably 10 SUs we already loaded, and we will load another 10 SUs. Not 10 SUs, 10 boxes of 8 SUs. And you do not need to see that, because loading boxes isn't that really interesting, but we have it done. We utilized off-grid capabilities, and we will go into that in a later video. We have some issues here with the ship. We want to show you in a later video what the off-grid capabilities, or in general cargo capability of the Constellation Taurus is. Here we got the box configuration of 8 SUs, 8 SUs only. We will go to Gaslight to store the boxes, and later on we will come here with the C2 and load the C2 completely. And while we are approaching Gaslight... Too fast! Ooh, almost crashed again. What's going on here? We haven't flown the Constellation for a while now. Maybe we just need to practice a little bit more. Or gravitational impact at Gaslight is different than somewhere else. Alright, so we offloaded these boxes, and we will go back to Fallowfield. And we want to show you here something. We are still inside the hangar. We point our route to Fallowfield, our destination, and you see we make there like a curve. It's not really a curve, but we have a corner there. And we will go out of the hangar and jump to the given destination, which is Pyro 5, right? Calibrate and jump. And while we are jumping, we press F2 again, type in our destination again, route again, and you see there's a corner. And now we hit the route button until there is no corner anymore. Here we exit, and now you see another destination, and we can readjust the ship's position, calibrate, and jump directly to Pyro 4. We do not need to make that corner to Pyro 5. Arriving at Fallowfield, and we're coming in, want to find out where to land, and again, 100 meters per second, is that too fast? Space break with afterburner, but we didn't crash, all good. So we load the boxes because we already split it. We can load these 12 SCU, 12 boxes. Try to avoid to have the boxes inside the ship, but this time we parked a little bit more away from the elevator. And again, nothing new, rear end first, and as you can see here, top row is off grid. You can have we have 4-story high of SCUs, but the grid itself is only 3 SCU high. That would mean 1 8 SCU box plus a 4 SCU box on top of it. That would be a 3-story high gridded box configuration, but we only have 8 SCUs, so the top row will be off grid. And we will load the ship properly as we did before, but we want to count the boxes, so that means the gridded 8 SCUs, the floor basically is 14 8 SCU boxes are on the grid, and you could have 14 4 SCU boxes on the grid as well, the 3rd story, and then you would have 168 SCUs on the gridded cargo capacity of the Taurus maxed out. But here we only have 8 SCUs. That means we need to bring the boxes up. So we can bring 6 SCUs of 8, 6 boxes of 8 SCU boxes on top, as you can see here. Here we even have 8 SCU boxes on top of it, and then we close the cargo bay just to find out if everything stays inside the ship. And sometimes boxes glitching out. That is because we haven't properly placed the boxes off grid. That's why they glitch out. No problem. So we bring that back to the elevator, lower it, and we'll go back to Gaslight and store all the boxes for later. Yeah, this is mass trade run preparation. It goes a lot of effort into it. It takes a lot of preparation in order to accomplish mass trading, and this is what we do during the whole patch release basically. And this is the first time doing Headhunters, where we noticed only drugs. And when you have a ship with built-in ship tractor beam, you may notice that it is tedious and it is kind of painful. And even when you practice, and we think maybe we haven't practiced enough, but even when you practiced a bit, it's still painful. But there is a setting, game settings, you can adjust, and we try to adjust the settings and practice even more. And when you scroll down, turrets, VJoy, we had 12, we go down to 8, and want to see how that affects our tractor beaming stuff here. And what that does is basically just the motion range until you come to the limit. It limits a little bit more, but that means your physical distance of the mouse isn't that big anymore to have the max effort of the tractor beam. But that also means you need to practice or have a precise movement and rotation. And we want to limit that motion range so that readjusting isn't a rush movement, just a slight touch on the mouse. This is the idea. We will practice. We will give you a feedback once we've done here. It will take a while, but just to let you know, there is the option. So we offload the ship. It's not really interesting to watch that, but this is what we are doing today. We will bring all the boxes we have at Fallowfield to Gaslight and store it here until we have everything here, and then we will bring out the C2, load the C2 and bring it to Stanton. Yeah, that's for now. See you next time.